Good morning, good evening, good day, wherever you're watching me from. My name is Sonia. Welcome to Sonia KE, and thank you so much for clicking that button and watching this video. My request would be if you have not subscribed, kindly press the subscribe button. Support me so that I can grow. So today I want to share about things that irritate me for no good reason. The things that are probably just normal to everybody else, but to me, I'm wondering, how do you do that as a living, normal, breathing being? This might stem back to my personality or who I am, but I want to share so that you can also tell me things that you think are just not normal, but other people think are normal, or take them as normal, or behave like they're normal. Jumping right into it, number one, and this is if you live in Kenya or some African countries or even out of Africa and you use public transport. Most of us have used public transport in one way or another. Let me bring it down home. If you use matatus and you're in Kenya, matatus are a means of public transport in Kenya. So if you use matatus and you go in and you sit in your window seat or wherever you sit, and someone comes and sits next to you, and they feel like you need to carry half of their weight. No matter how small the matatus are, we are all there and we're all struggling. It's only important for you to recognize that this is a public transport and we all have some rights to our personal body, at least. You know how you are. How do you come and you want me to carry half of your hand like this? Half of the weight of your hand. Most men don't do that, but women, it's so common and they feel so entitled to the point that you're like, sit. If you feel like you're going to the people just curve a little bit, hold your stuff a little bit. The distance is usually not so long, but you can just sit like in your living room and put half of your hand on my body, and I'm like, no, don't do that anymore. Try to change that. If you're the kind of person, if you're sitting in a public transport, be conscious of the person sitting next to you. And just in line with that is fidgeting. Be it public transport, be it whatever, in a hall, exam room, some update, something, or in school. Once you sit, please sit. If you need to pick things and do it once. I don't like it when people are, you remove the lipstick, you remove the phone, and now you want to chat, and now I'm like, dude, I need you to stay still. I can't stand the rubbing. I need my own space. Maybe this is because of my personality again. Maybe I'm not the kind of person who likes people in my space. It irritates me a lot. So share with me, what are the things that irritate you just because of who you are, and some people think it's normal and you think people should stop, or you want people to stop. Share with me in the comment section. I'll share very fast because there are 10, so the rest I'll just share very briefly. Number 2 is walking in the street and someone is just an obstacle in front of you and they're not going anywhere and they're not walking fast and there's space in front of them. Usually I think like, please cover the space ahead of you. Maybe I'm just a very fast person, but that is also very irritating to me. Number 3 is speaking loudly on phone. Have you ever been in a public space and you're up into somebody's conversation because he lets you in? They speak like they own the whole world. I'm like, even if you just say it politely, the phone is set in such a way that the mic picks what you're saying and conveys it to the other person without the struggle of shouting. I know that people who are loud naturally, I consider myself loud naturally, but when I'm speaking on the phone, I know that the person listening to me is probably not seeing me. So I don't need to shout and be dramatic about it. Oh no. You guys know what I'm talking about. Share with me if you have seen or been a part of those people who just speak loudly and now you have to stop whatever it is that you're doing and become part of their conversation with the person on the phone. Hugging. Why are you hugging me without my consent, especially if I don't know you? You know those people just come and they're public. Most of them are just sanguines, yeah? Super happy people. And I'm like, oh my God, you're choking me. Can you, even shaking hands, you bring it and I accept if I want to. It's just public etiquette. And then I shake your hand. But if I'm all up in your business and I'm hugging you and I'm like, I don't know you. Usually for me, even if it's in those gully spaces and I have to hug, I usually ask you, are you okay? Can I hug you? Or we can shake hands. But most of the time, I'm not a huggy person and people just hug without permission. Don't they irritate me so much? The imperfect mentality. You're in a conversation with someone or an argument or even in a relationship, and these people are always just perfect. They never accept when they're wrong. They never apologize. These are just toxic human beings. Someone who is ever perfect is toxic for me, because it's human to say, you know what, I was wrong there and I'm sorry. And it takes maturity, a lot of maturity, for someone to accept they're wrong, yeah, and apologize. So for these people who, I'm ever perfect, I'm right, I never did anything wrong, oh God, no. That also is a no for me. It just irritates me for no reason. If you think it's okay, share with me. Let me hear what you have to say. The I don't drink people. Do you have those in your social circles? The I don't drink people. The ones who think they're better than everybody else because they don't take alcohol or don't drink. Let me start by saying that it's not entirely a bad thing, but the way you communicate it is just not nice. I imagine my daughter, and on their when they're older and they bring a man to the house that to be their husband, and the man says one of the qualities that he has is that he doesn't drink. Who says that's a trait, a good trait for you to keep on, people who don't, I'm sorry to say, this might also be just a stereotypical kind of thing, but there's men who don't drink are cheaters. They drink women. That's what we say with my girlfriends. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if you have experience with those, also share. I don't drink men. Those people drink women. They don't drink alcohol, but they drink something else. There will be a negative, an extreme negative somewhere with them, I'll figure out how that works, but for now, don't be, I don't drink, and you think that we should now pick up music and microphone and start, celebrating you because you don't drink. I prefer people who have control over their alcohol or have control over what they consume. In moderation, that's key. Not, I don't drink, now celebrate me, I don't drink, now celebrate me, I don't drink. Is gossip. Do people gossip are just toxic? People gossip will gossip with me, gossip with you, gossip with everybody else, and don't call somebody's name when they're not there. It's even illegal. That you shouldn't say my name if I'm not there to defend myself. If I said something and you're reporting, kindly just tell the person you're talking to, reach out to Sonia and find out her opinion on this. For people who have partners or who are married or who are in some sort of a relationship, have you ever asked for help when someone asks you? Did you ask your husband? Or what is your husband doing? That is irritating. It has to stop. It has to stop. Just because I'm married or just because I'm in a relationship doesn't mean that I cannot ask you for help or I cannot need your support. This usually sometimes is financial or just in any other way. Or I need you to help me carry something and you ask me, Baba Nani is not there. I'm like, what? I asked you. The assumption is that we're supposed to be doing everything together. But kindly, to me, it is irritating. And if he's there, I probably went through him and there's a reason why he's not able to help me. That's why I opted for you. Yeah. Just, if you can't say no, but don't go like, your husband is not there. Or your husband couldn't help you. Or he doesn't have, especially with mothers, aunties, you ask them for maybe financial help at some point and they're like, what is your husband doing? What do you mean? I asked you. Doesn't mean that they are not. If these relationships are too complicated for you to peg everything on it, do you not going to drop me like that just because I got married or just I'm in a relationship or I'm with somebody? Yeah, read my mind kind of people. you have this thing that you have in your mind and you know everybody should know it and do it your way, and you haven't communicated it, but for some reason you expect us to know it. If you don't do it your way, you're swollen. I'm like, what is wrong with you? How are we supposed to know that you like this and that? Communicate it. Becoming a communicator, a better communicator every day makes you a more attractive person each and every day. So work on it. Thank you so much for watching this far. Welcome to Sonia KE, and subscribe if you have watched this far. Honey, I love you, and I thank you, and share and help me grow. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.